So these are the questions that we are getting over the last several months that we've been concerned. So I've compiled a couple here. So let's start with the buyer side, because there's a lot of buyers out there right now looking at homes that are out there, and they have questions about the rates and all those different things. So how long does it really take to buy a home from start to finish? That really depends on your prep work. If you're talking from going out and searching and finding something, depending on how strict you are on what you're looking for, it could probably take you 2 to 3 weeks. And then from going into contract to actually getting keys from us, probably about 21 to 30 days. So it really doesn't take that long in escrow. It just depends on how long it takes you to find a property. If we're talking prep, that can take a very long time depending on what you need done. So if you're thinking about buying anything in the next 12 months, I highly recommend that you sit down and start creating the plan now, because the most important part is being prepared, because you never know when that perfect home just pops right up on the market. We've had that happen, and we were able to make a move on it for our clients because our clients prepared in advance. So I know that's a little long of an answer. You're hoping for like an exact date, but it really just depends on your circumstances. We've had clients who literally have worked years and then moved on something, and we've had some that just called us up and said, "Hey Brian, we want to go look. We found something within a week," and then 30 days later they're moving into their new home. Can buyers lower today's interest rates, or are we stuck with whatever the current rate is? Okay, so the current rate is high. Let's just keep it straight. Can we lower it? Absolutely. So it just really depends on your payment that you're looking for, that there's the options. So the first one, of course, is we can buy down the rate and talk to a loan officer. They can explain it better than I can. But basically what happens is there's a long-term and short-term rate buy down. They'll be, like I said, they'll explain it better than you can. You can pay for that yourself. You can also have the seller give you credit towards paying it down. So that would help you as well. Also, if it's payment, if you can put a higher down payment, you can actually lower what's called private mortgage insurance to even smaller, or even get rid of it depending on how much money you put down. And then that lowers your payment as well. So it's not just simply interest rate that determines your payment, but interest rates give you the most flexibility, especially if you have better credit. They can get you better rates. And also it depends on the program, and then also on the loan company, because some loan companies have a little bit higher than others. So you'll want to talk to them first before actually pulling the trigger and having them pull your credit to make sure. If you need somebody, just reach out to us and we can give you 3 or 4 wonderful agents that we use on a regular basis for loans to talk to our clients to start the conversation. Are first-time buyer programs still available, and who qualifies? So yes, the simple answer is yes. There is first-time home buyer programs out there. They're designed for specific people and circumstances. So you need to understand that you may not qualify it, but talking to a loan officer can absolutely help you at that. We have 3 or 4 wonderful loan officers that can absolutely have that conversation with you to let you know what kind of programs they have that for first-time home buyers to be able to help you out. But really, a lot of the other programs that are out there aren't just for first-time home buyers. And so it just depends on your circumstances that you might be able to find a program that works for you. So if you want our list, just reach out to us and we'll be able to hook you up with your list. Should I wait to buy until rates or prices drop? The simple answer, no. The complicated answer is it depends. So should you wait? It depends. If you're renting, absolutely do not wait, because you're literally burning your monthly payment that you would be putting towards your home for somebody else's house. And you get nothing out of it. You get no tax benefits, none of that stuff, and you have no control. And if you're currently renting, in 5 years, your rent will be higher than what your mortgage would have been paid right now, even though it technically would be more right this second. And if you wait for interest rates to drop, prices go up. So that's one of the situations. And then also, if prices drop a little bit more, home sellers are going to be saying, I'll just wait until prices go back. So a lot of times the prices will just kind of flatten out and not really dip very far unless something tragic happens. The last time that happened was in 08, 09, and that wasn't the market. That was bad decisions by people that were in charge. All right, let's see. How can I sell and buy my next home without selling too soon or being rushed into buying? Okay, well, first off, we can prep your house for sale so that way it doesn't actually go on the market. So that's one of the ways you get protected is that you can sell your house at your time frame. So if you're not seeing anything on the market, there's no reason to throw your house on the market and sell just in case. Even though technically a house like you want to just pop on like that, the reality is that you'll start to see other homes pop on the market that are starting to look like what you're looking for. And that's when we really sit down and have a conversation about deciding to put your house on the market, because you need to put your house on the market and get in contract before you can really make an offer on another one that a home buyer is going to really want to, a home seller is really going to want to take seriously, because they don't want to put their house in contract, go look for another home for themselves while yours is on the market waiting for a house to come on the market. And also, we don't want you to be homeless. So there are program systems that we have in place to protect you if you want to put your house on the market. But we also tell the buyers that you will be looking for another property. So we protect you from being homeless, and rushing really doesn't happen unless you are serious about selling and then hoping something pops on. But there's protections for that we can put in. So if you have that, if you want more detail, reach out to us and we'll be able to help you understand it a little bit better. All right. Ooh, I have this one. This one is a good one. I have a lower interest rate. Should I stay, or does moving make sense? All right, if you are staying in your house because you have a low interest rate and that's the only reason you're staying in your house, probably not staying in your house is a good thing for you, because that's the only thing you care about. The house isn't doing it for you anymore, and you're really looking for a home that's going to make you happy. So paying a little bit more in interest might be worth it, especially if you're moving out of the area, or if you're doing something like that, of moving just to a different neighborhood, downsizing from a 2-story to a 1-story. Great, you have an interest rate that's low, but the problem is it's a pain to go up and down. The maintenance is not good for you. Or maybe I've even had a client where she couldn't even go up the stairs anymore. She literally lived downstairs and she hadn't seen the upstairs in 2 or 3 years before she decided to make a move and sell her house. So if you have a great interest rate, fabulous. There's options. You can rent it out if you want, if you feel like becoming a landlord. All right. But if you're just staying because of the interest rate, we highly recommend that you look what's out there. And if there's something better that you're like, yes, that's what I want, then I would recommend talking to us or talking to your realtor and seeing if now's the possibility for moving is in your best interest. Ooh, here we go. How long does it take to get my house ready to sell? Depends. I use that word a lot. So it depends on condition. It depends on upgrades. It depends on updates. Is your house ready to go on the market or not? That's why all our clients have inspections done before they even go on the market to make sure it's in great condition. We also suggest that you have those done before you even do any work on the house whatsoever, because then you can see what's going on with the house and then you can make a decision what's worth it. Upgrades, not really worth it to do before putting on the market, but updates are highly recommended. We're currently in a tale of two markets. Homes that are updated and in great condition or having multiple offers. Homes that are semi-updated or not in great condition sit on the market longer. So it just really depends on what you want. We highly recommend that even if you want to move in a year or you're thinking about moving a year, start the process now of having inspections done. So it gives you 12 months or even longer to get the work done and see what needs to be taken care of. We can also hook you up with a designer who can come out and look at your house and see what it looks like. And she can tell you the best way to make it look the greatest for putting it on the market. Paint, possibly new appliances, countertops, all that stuff. She does a wonderful job. So if you want her information, reach out to us and we'd love to hook you up with her. She does a great job for us. Let's see. Ooh, here we go. This is from somebody I'm assuming is on the market. Do open houses actually help sell houses? Okay, so the answer is yes. So what it is open house is your event to put your house out there in front of everybody. What happens is you're thinking, oh, I don't want to do open houses. It's inconvenient. We understand that. That's why we ask you to go do something for the weekend, maybe make it a full family trip or a vacation to go visit friends. Open houses are open to the general public. That brings in buyers that have not talked to loan officers that might be interested in your house. It gives the opportunity for buyers with real estate agents to come into your house without waiting for their realtor. So they actually get a chance to do it and you don't miss the opportunity. And also, if there's an active buyer that's interested in your house and they see the activity of the open house, they may be more interested in making an offer. And also, some people that are on the fence will see other people that might want to make an offer, and then they start saying, what did I miss about this house that I'm be interested in? So getting that done. If you've been on the market for a while and you're doing a price adjustment to match what the market's currently at, doing another open house to get people's attention would be really good as well. If you're in that circumstance, talk to your agent about a price adjustment into the next bracket below to get the most possible people. All right, ooh, we're coming down to the end. What is the biggest mistake sellers make before putting their home on the market? They wait. That's the biggest mistake. They just wait to do anything. They wait to talk to a realtor, they wait to do inspections, they wait to do repairs, and then they jump on it and just say, hey, I just want to do it. Can you hook me up and get me on the market this weekend? Because this weekend I want to get it sold, right? We still need photos and all those things that go with it. So waiting is the biggest mistake sellers make prior to putting it on the market. And then the second one that we're seeing, and this one is when you're on the market, being attached to the price that you offered to the buyers to put it on the market when you put it on the market. If it's been sitting on the market, your offer's been rejected by the buying market, and talking to your agent should be one of those things you do to find out where you actually need to be priced to get you into position on the pricing in front of as many buyers as possible. So that was all the questions. If you have a question, we would love to hear it. We would save it for another one of these videos, or we can answer it directly for you. So just reach out to us, and that's it. Thanks.